This video is an introduction to ballet. We are going to start by learning 3 positions of the feet, 3 positions of our arms and a few linking steps, and we're going to put them together to make a little dance. Okay, so we're going to get started first of all by learning some of the positions of the feet. We're going to learn first position, second position and third position of the feet. Okay, so if you pop your feet into parallel position, which means your toes are both pointing in the same direction, so we're nice and neutral. Okay, and then if you pop your toes out to the side, ching, like that, it makes a little V shape on the floor with your feet. Okay, this is first position. Now, there's quite a lot to think about in first position. It is very rare that somebody will be able to have their toes right out to the side like that. That's something called flat turnout, and it means your hips are very flexible. It is very rare. So what you're going to do to find out what your own first position is, you're just going to put your feet out to the side comfortably on a diagonal, okay? Now, your toes really should be pointing in the same direction as your knee. So if you gave your knee a little bend, you see which way your knee is pointing, and your toe should be pointing in the same direction, okay? And that's how you know your natural position for your first. Some people's first positions might be tiny. Some people's, it varies. Some people might be a little bit bigger. My natural first position is here, okay? So I'm going to have nice straight knees. I'm going to have my feet flat on the floor, so that means the weight is balanced evenly. All of my feet, I'm not leaning forwards, I'm not leaning backwards, okay? I'm just stood nice and grounded and neutral. This is first position, okay? Next, I'm going to show you second position. So, second position. Our feet haven't really changed apart from they have opened up, okay? Now, we have to make sure our body is in the middle of both of our legs. So we're not leaning on one leg, not leaning on the other, okay? And our heels should be underneath our shoulders. So that's the width that they should be in. So wherever your shoulders are, if you drew an invisible line, your heels should be underneath your shoulders. And again, our toes, like I said earlier, are pointing the same direction as our knees. And our feet are flat, so we're not rocking in any direction. That is second position, okay? Now, third position. Everybody's got a little arch in their foot there, a little arch here. Okay, and the idea is the heel of your other foot places itself where the arch is of the other foot, okay? Same things apply, turned out that's comfortable for you, not trying to push too far, okay? And we can do our third position on the other foot as well. So my heel is in the arch of the other foot. I'm not over here, I'm not here, I'm in the middle in the arch, okay? So easy peasy. First position of the feet, second position of the feet, third position, and third position on the other foot. Okay, now arms. Generally in ballet, we start with our arms down here. This position is called bras bas. Okay, every ballet move has got a French name. So our little neutral beginning position of our arms is bras bas. Now, a good way to remember how to hold your hands is if you imagine you've got a huge ball, a huge blow-up ball, you know, like you use at the beach in the summer, okay, and your arms are curved around that beach ball, okay. So, just to think about today, there are lots to think about, but with our arms today, as long as we think about having a nice curve and nothing jagged, and no spiky fingers, nice and curved, that's good enough for our first try, okay. So this is bras bas. So first position of our feet, this is first position with our arms. Now, all we're doing is lifting this nice curved arm position up, and our fingers stop opposite our belly button. That's first position. So first position with our feet, first position with our arms. Second position with our feet, second position with our arms go out to the side. Now, I don't want to see any bent elbows, any spiky fingers. Again, we're just keeping that nice curved shape, okay, shoulders down, and not leaning back too far and not too far forwards, okay? So if today you just think about, like I said, a little curve in your arms, the same position here, yeah, we're just moving them out to the sides. Now, third position. One arm stays out, one comes in. So you've got one arm in first and one in second. It's a combination of the first two. Opposite my belly button and out with a nice curve, no bends. Okay? And third on the other side. So that goes first position, second position, third, and third. Okay? Okay, so now you might have seen me do my little points to place into each position. Okay? This is a tendu in ballet, tendu. It means to point, and it's a good way to get us into our different positions of the feet. Okay? Now, lots to think about. Again, when we do our tendu, all I want you to think about today is, imagine, you know when you've got the seam on the inside of your jeans or on the inside of your leggings, you have a line that goes down the inside of your leg there. You're trying to make sure that you're showing that seam of your clothing to the audience, okay? If you try and do that, it stops you from bending your leg in this direction or going too far, yeah, or pointing down. So, we're trying to make sure our heel comes through underneath here and we're showing the seam of the inside of our trousers to the audience and the other side. And when we point, we push along the floor, up, our heel goes up, and then we push all the way down, and then we push all the way up and in. That's a tricky one. But again, just think about pointing your toe and that seam on the inside of your jeans facing the audience, okay? When we point forward, it's exactly the same when we tendu forward. You're trying to get that seam in the trousers to the audience. It helps you to turn out your leg, not turn it inwards, okay? So, tendu forwards, to the side, okay? One last little move we're going to learn. This is called a demi-plie, which means half a bend. Okay, it's demi, it's half, so we're only going to go to here, not all the way down to the floor. Now when we do our demi-plies in these three positions, our heels don't come off the floor. So we do a demi-plie. We make a little diamond shape in the gap between our legs, a diamond, yeah? Our heels stay on the floor. We try not to wiggle around anywhere. We keep our feet flat, nice and tall, and back up. So it's a demi-plie, half a bend. Now we can do our demi-plie in second position and it's half a bend. We're trying to make sure our knees still go out to the sides and they don't rock forwards because our feet are nice and flat. And in third position, demi-plie, the same. Some people may have a demi-plie that is this small because they feel like they need to take the heels off straight away. Some people may have a demi-plie that goes low, low, low and they can go further without taking their heels off the floor. It is different for everyone, okay? Right, now we've learned all of those moves very quickly. We're going to learn a little routine, okay? So, let's put our feet into first position. Heels together, toes apart. We've got our arms in bra bar. Now we're going to just take a little breath and in. Okay, we take our little breath from bra bar so we can prepare ourselves for the exercise. Make sure our arms are in our nice curved position. Think about our straight knees, think about our straight back and sucking our bellies in and our bums in and no shoulders up. It just gives us a nice check before we start. Okay, so as the music starts, we do a little breath. Then we're going to do 2 demi-plies in first position. So we go 1. And we go 2. Okay, next we're going to move our arms. We're going to go first position, second position and down. So we go first position, second position and down. Then we're going to repeat that, but we're going to go first position, third and down. Repeat, but use the other arm. And then a little demi-plie to finish it off. So that's the start. It is very slow, so it will be easy to follow me, okay? I'm just going to pop the music on. Get ready in your nice first position. Nice breath. Demi-plie. Ready? So it's nice and slow, so you can concentrate on getting all of those positions. Okay, let's try that one more time and then I'll teach you the next little step. First position to start. Nice breath. Demi-plie. Demi-plie. Arms go to first, to second, first to third, first to third, and a demi-plie. Very nice. Okay, next we're going to learn another little step. So we've just done our demi-plie. We're going to tendu to second with our right foot. So we're going to point to the right and we're going to lower our foot. We're going to try and make sure, which is tricky sometimes, that both of our feet are symmetrical. So we haven't put this one down and it's gone here or here. So when we look down, they look the same. And we've not gone too wide, they're under our shoulders. So we're going to point and lower. We're going to do a demi-plie. And then we're going to point and close and demi-plie, and then we're going to repeat to the other side. Point and close, demi-plie. Okay? So let's add that on. Let's add our tendus to second with demi-plies onto the routine, okay? First position, nice breathe. Demi-plie. Okie dokie, so one more step. This is a combination of using our tendu and a little spring, a little jump, okay? So I'm going to show you what we're going to do. We're going to have our arms in bra bar in this beginning position here, and we're going to point one foot forward and we're going to jump, do a little spring onto the other foot, so it goes spring, point, spring, point, spring, point. We're going to do 3 and then a little hold. So it will go and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, now you notice when I point forwards, I'm still trying to make sure my heel comes through that gap. So I'm not pointing with my toes, with the top of my legs pointing forwards, trying to get that seam of my trousers, remember, ding, through to turn my leg out. Okay, so, and it's a little spring, a little jump, like you're jumping over a little pond or something. Okay, we're going to do 3 on weight, 3 on weight. It goes 1, 2, 3, and 1 and 2 and 3, and then our arms are going to go first and second and down. Then we're going to repeat, and 1 and 2 and 3, and 1 and 2 and 3, and arms and down. Now when you've got the hang of it with your arms, you can let your eye line follow your arms when you're doing these nice movements. Yeah, the arm that's moving. So we can add that in this time as well. Okay, let's try that all the way through with the music. A nice breath to start. Well done. I hope you enjoyed your introduction to ballet. See you again.